What's up, everybody? A Speaker with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. Starting things off today, I am going to mess this up. It's the Einartoft something or other. Whatever. Name's in the description as always. I know what it is. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to be pronounced, but this is an industrial station. A couple of people had been asking in the most recent episode to do more stations on the series, which I would like to point out I'm not opposed to. Quite frankly, there just haven't been a lot of really standout, cool stations that I've come across. Not to say that they don't exist, I just haven't found them. And I saw this one in the recent... I try and kind of keep my... choices that I pick, try and keep them as recent as I can, to where it's actually new builds and things that you may not have run across, and not like, oh, this was one of the first builds on the game. So this is an industrial type station, primarily for cargo and, you know, all the industrial stuff, production, repairs, things like that. Not a military station, at least not per the description. Oh, I didn't actually need to do anything with those. Those are set up on sensors. Very cool. I am going to turn my lights on just so I can see what's going on. So this is the production wing. Wait. Do I have to open these? Maybe they're on a timer to close. Yeah, production wing. Let me in. Alright, so, you can hear it. Sounds like a factory. Sounds awesome. Got a control station there that looks like an arc furnace and an assembler. These are upgrade modules. To what, though? I guess to this refinery? Important to note, I believe this is exposed out. Yep, that's definitely space. So... there may or may not be specific areas that you can take your helmet off, or it may not be pressurized at all. I am not entirely sure about that. We have a readout system here, which is really cool. I can't quite tell. I believe that's M-Master's adjustable LCD panel script. I'm not 100% positive, but that usually kind of seems to be the go-to choice for scripts for running your ship, station, whatever. And with good reason. It's an amazing script. So then this leads to the exterior catwalk. It looks like there's a little fighter thing that I missed out here before. Where did you come from? Looks like there's single reloadable missiles, maybe? Oh no, it's sideways. My bad. So we got reloadable missiles, that's cool. At least it has some kind of defense. But I'm guessing it looks like it's primarily used for just cargo hauling. And those are just defense mechanisms, which makes sense. It's got a nice movement to it. Very nice. Oh! And the bulkhead is set up on sensors. How cool is that? Well, at least I think it's set up on sensors. Alright, let's see if we can fly in here without breaking things. It's kind of sad that that's always my goal, is don't break stuff. So that's cool. I love the design, architecture-wise. It looks very industrial. I really get that vibe. With some of the scaffolding and open areas that you can walk around on. Not really sure what this here is for, other than just a walkway. There's a lot of these catwalk areas that I can't always tell where they lead, or what their overall purpose is, but they're still cool. Still cool to see them. It adds to the atmosphere, I will give it that. I'm just gonna sneak my way in here real quick if I can. Oh, I'm too fat! Can't get through it. Wait, maybe... oh, there we go. I just had to turn. Never mind. Dang it. Alright, there we go. now, let's see what else we can find. Alright. That has to be... Yeah, that's a different one. I was like, there's no way I did that good of a parking job. Alright. So I'm looking for more signs. That's the production wing. Ah, crew wing. Here we go. So we got a vent here. So this area is pressurized, which makes sense. There's some kind of script running there to keep it from depressurizing the area. Well, I say that, and then it goes and depressurizes the area. Eh! So that looked like the oxygen room. Living quarters. Very nice. There's got to be some kind of timer block controlling the doors, because they're not set up on sensors, but they keep closing automatically. I like this, the blast door setup. Very nice. Ah, medical bay cryo chambers. Very nice. Ooh, what are you? Oh, no, that's cool. They used the curved blocks and basically made planetary type systems. That's cool. That's really neat. And then that's on a rotor. Really cool idea. I like it. Hologram toggler. Oh, how cool. You can toggle the ship designs, or what the hologram shows. That's really neat. That's awesome. That might be my favorite part of this whole build. It's a really cool idea. I might steal it. Yeah, this is obviously like the planning meeting room. Did we? I think I did look at all these rooms. So let's go down, find out what else there is to find. Large cargo cities, batteries. So that's a power readout. We must be getting close to a reactor area. Open. There's so many doors. Aha! Reactor area, not just one. So yeah, really cool overall. I'm mostly a fan of the aesthetic design. I didn't see any mod blocks or anything, so some of the interior could probably benefit from having mods. Oh, come on. Open. That's just my opinion. I just like the modded interiors. They just end up looking really detailed, which is awesome. Let's see where this goes. Does this go anywhere cool? I think this all ends up looping back around. And you can see multiple cargo containers on the bottom here, so there's lots and lots of storage in this station. Very cool. That's back to the processing lab. So, we've basically got a main tunnel where you've got the hangar, and then you have production on one side and crew quarters on the other. And then some antenna set up here, which is pretty cool. That's neat. Gives it a very station-y feel. Alright, so yeah, that's that one. And let's move on to the next one. Alright, and I'm probably getting the name on this one wrong as well, but this is the Magtech Adhevo, I think is the name. I don't know. I get the spelling. Pronunciation, I'm not always sure what it was supposed to be said as, but we're going with it. That's what I'm going with. I really like... This is another vanilla ship, which I have to give credit where credit's due. When I see a vanilla ship, at first I'm like, eh, because it means the interiors may not look as nice as ones that have full furniture mods and stuff like that. But when they can pull off an actually detailed exterior without using mods, it's really cool. These simple things, like using little ramps to give like a vent type look, or even having these little strap type shapes on the outside of some of these thrusters. I love all that stuff. It's really cool. Or like this. This is almost a makeshift Star Wars Star Destroyer window shape without the window. But the shape of the frame is kind of the same. Love the thruster design back here, stuff like that. Just really cool. I overall really like the style of the ship, even though there's no mods. And actually, I find it impressive that there's no mods. It's not as hard to make something look really cool when you have way more blocks at your disposal. When you gotta get creative, that can be more difficult, especially for somebody like me that doesn't always have the... I'm weird. I have the creative ideas in my head to do some of these designs and stuff. I don't always know how to pull them off or think of abstract designs. Like I can like this kind of stuff where you've got just random 2 different dimensional ramp blocks to give you a little alcove type of thing. I don't know. That stuff just doesn't come to me. I don't think of stuff like that. Everybody has kind of their own creativity to things, which is what makes all these different builds unique and cool. But I'm constantly looking at stuff. We got the medical bay here. I think this is just the hangar with some standby points for infantry by the looks of the signs. I love when people label stuff. It makes it way easier that I don't have to be like, well, what is this now? And I don't really understand what these unfinished panels are for, but I'm sure that was on purpose. Maybe. Obviously everything's all ventilated, and the hangar is set up with a sensor to where if you're not around it, it'll close automatically, which is cool. We've got passageways that we'll have to explore where they go. Kind of giving me a Death Star feel of like, you know, don't fall off the catwalk, you might just plummet. We have the main cockpit, which has location data and what is this? Air vent data. Q. Storage container with the vents. What are these for? Hangar doors. So you can control the hangar doors from the cockpit. Someone else is using the ship, oh no! Okay, so we don't have any hotkeys set up, so there's nothing real fancy with the controls. Some ship designs have different various things that you can do with controls, but they're usually specified in the description or something. Nice view of the reactor. Looks like some engineering controls, mayhaps, with some timer blocks. Probably set up for M-Masters. Yep. Script. I don't know what the timer block is for exactly, but nothing. Might just be for show, actually. I don't know. So again, with the interior, it's very cool. I still like the ship and everything. I do see some points where you could, kind of fancify it. Make it, you know, a little bit more detailed with some various mods that are around for interior development. But overall, for being a no-mod ship, it's almost like being a nomad. Maybe it's only set up on a sensor for returning. Or if you leave. There's the click. There it is. Okay. So it's from the outside, the inside you manually open it. That's interesting. But like I said, the exterior caught my eye more than anything. I really like the design of this ship. It would actually probably be a decent amount of work to build in survival, just given its size and the amount of components you'd be using. But this would actually make for a pretty good survival ship if you threw a few weapons on it for cargo encounters and stuff like that. But overall, really liked it. So I wanted to show it off. So, moving on to the last one, which I think is really super cool too. Alrighty, I'm gonna apologize for the frame rate, because this one is a bit more taxing on my system, but look at that! It looks awesome! So this is the Sigrun. That description is very, very light. I couldn't find much information on it at all as far as purpose or how the system works or anything like that. But the overall aesthetic design, I couldn't resist. I do have dampers on, right? Yes, okay, cool. So, it actually has some guns on it by the looks of things. That looks like some rail guns, rail turrets, possibly. I'm not sure. We've got some Minotaur turrets right there, which don't look like they're behaving correctly. And mostly this is just a really interesting design, right? So we've got... what are these? Solar farms. So we've got solar farms for oxygen with gun turrets on them, and it rotates. I'm not really sure what the purpose is, but it looks freaking amazing. The biggest thing, this looks also like a hangar down here. Biggest thing that caught my eye was this ring shape doodad, which is actually thrusters. It's got thrusters all around it, which is super weird and cool. Like, I love that idea of putting the thrusters in like this ring shape. Not to mention it's got plenty of thrusters on the back, as you can see. Just a very, very unorthodox design, but really, really cool. And I love this shape of having the thrusters be the center point of the triangle diamond type shape. Really cool idea there. Yeah, like, there's just a lot of points on this ship that I was like, what? You can do that? Like, this looks amazing. And the interior did not look any less cool. I mean, there were only a few screenshots of it in the... on the workshop file. Oh, there's a door. Hey, look at that, we found a door already. Go figure, that's like the fastest I've ever found a door on any build ever. I also see landing gears here. Oh, that's right. There's unfolding solar panels in the hull as well. Let's see if we can get in here. So, this is more of like the... I don't know what area this would be. Again, there wasn't really a whole lot in the description about it. So we've got some internal areas. You can see the vent system to ventilate the whole ship. It almost reminds me of a big cruise ship. I don't know if that's the intent or not. But it definitely has a cruise ship type feel to me. Other than the fact that it doesn't feel super accommodating. Like, I don't see a lot of like beds and, you know, fancy rooms and stuff like that, so I don't know if it's supposed to be a passenger ship or not. These are kind of relatively empty, so it could be like some kind of research type thing, and these are all their cells or something. I don't know. I don't really know what the intention was, but the I could not resist the aesthetic exterior design. The exterior is just awesome looking. Okay, that holds more of the solar panels. I'm not sure what this blue section is. It might actually tie into the ring that holds the thrusters. Not sure on that one. We've got glass covering the floor below. Let's see if we can find out what's down there. No gravity in this section, I don't think, which is kind of strange. So yeah, there's a lot to this ship, but it's very mysterious to me. Like, what is all this? I don't know. There's a vent and an antenna, or a rotor, holding a column for some reason. I don't know what this is. That's what I mean. Like, it's a very different, strangely laid out ship, but it's really cool looking. Like, it all looks really interesting. I just wish I knew what actually some of this was for. And there were two different versions. There's one that has a blueprint. Sorry, it took me a while to figure that word out for some reason. But there's a blueprinted version, and this is the world version. And neither of the descriptions were very robust, though, as far as both of them were a little light on exactly some of the areas and layouts and stuff like that. What I really want to find is the bridge, because I want to see how this unfolding solar panel system works. This is a good spot if we can't find an actual bridge. Oh, this is actually... Oh no, that's glass. I was like, that's actually open to the sky, but it's not. It lied. This is really cool. We've got a viewing area. I really like using angled blocks, or angled glass blocks in that manner. I'm a big, big fan of that. Not really sure why there's no ramp up to this door. Or what that's holding. But this seems to be the central air system, because that's all your oxygen tanks and generators. It would be surprising to me, but that center console may in fact be the intended bridge. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Oh, wait, no, this is definitely the bridge. Never mind. False alarm. Yeah, definitely the bridge. Way too many computers for this not to be the bridge. Alright, so I don't see battery, lock landing gear, oxygen farm, piston. So you know we're gonna have to push that button. See what happens. Alright, moment of truth. Let's start breaking stuff. So let's reverse this. It said for oxygen farm, but I'm wondering if that is the rotating part, or if those are intended to be something else. There's also that hangar down there that we still haven't seen. I don't know what that piston does, though, to be honest. It says it's doing something because it says current position, but unless I'm missing a different location and that's not actually the farms in question, then it's moving. Oh, there it is. Right there on the back. Ooh, I may have to steal that idea, because that is freaking epic. And it just so happens the ship that I'm designing in the survival build happens to have an angle hull like this. Ooh, that gives me ideas. That would be cool. Alright, rear piston. Reverse. Rear piston. What does that do? I feel like I don't see anything moving. Wait, is there only solar farms on one side? That's weird. Rocket launcher piston. Let's see what that does. It's almost like a Where's Waldo, that you'll click buttons or pistons, and then you kind of look around and see what moves on the ship. Like this, for example. Oh, that's so cool! I didn't even realize the thing was that heavily armed. So, rocket launcher. So those are in the... Oh, man, I am getting some ideas. I think I'm getting more inspired. I'm getting some inspiration off of this ship. Gosh, this thing is cool. Solar rotor. I don't want to mess with the rotor. Spherical gravity. What I was looking for was the solar panels, because these panels in here are supposed to be able to extend, but I don't see them extending. Advanced rotor. Let's see if we can find some solar panels listed through here and see if they're connected anywhere. Railguns, rocket launchers, spotlight. They must be controlled from another thing that's technically considered another ship then, is my guess. Unless they've been renamed or something to something else. I don't see any other ship connected. But yeah, those are definitely supposed to extend. I just don't know how they're supposed to extend. But that seems to be a recurring theme with this ship, is stuff that gets tucked into the hull, and then it can be extended. But I'm afraid of breaking something if I do it that way. Also, I just realized that the hangar door opened and closed, and I don't recall telling it to do that. Nor do I see a hangar door anywhere. Oh, they're there. Wait, no, that's hangar lights. No, I don't see doors. Weird. Alright, anyways. So, I may not have been able to show off everything, but overall, mostly I grabbed it for the exterior design, then found out I had some really cool stuff tucked away. So, yeah, that's a really cool design. So I think we're going to end things on that note. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!